Normally happens a little quicker. What's up, everybody? We are live. This is the first episode. I have to look at it to remind myself of We Love to Argue, episode 1. We got some great topics to discuss today. We're all going to take a quick moment out so we can tag our personal pages, and then we're going to tell you what the topics are. We're going to start. Anyone watching, feel free to comment in. This is an interactive show. We're going to have a lot of fun. So apologize us. Excuse us. We apologize for looking at our phones momentarily. So everybody tag. Now, go. It's like a race. Last one to tag
Done.
loses.
I'm gonna be last.
Yeah, I'm already feeling it because I already messed up.
He has to answer the first question now. He's got to go first.
Oh shit! This ain't the interview. This ain't the interview, Jonathan. I know you're coming off of an interview that we did the other day.
No, he's got to answer it first, quick.
Yeah.
It's shit.
First, let's go.
Yes, I'm second. I think I'm coming in.
Is it on your personal?
I'm second. You go to it's on MMA Bug. Go to MMA Bug at MMA Bug.
Oh, you had me looking up something else. Your fault.
Yeah. Blame it on me, buddy. Blame it on me.
All right, here we go.
Let me get the comment threads open. So on this show, feel free to comment in. We'll be showing you guys comments, having a good time. Let me show I did this right. Because, the other day, I legit thought I tagged, and I didn't tag. I just put a caption. Yeah, it was just caption. The video wasn't there.
Sometimes,
I was like, oh, no, I'm good. I'm set. All right. So today, I'm sorry. We'll give Tom another second. So how you guys weeks, man?
Doing all right.
Yeah, man. I podcast a lot, man. Speaking of podcasts, how about a plug-in? Yo, Jonathan, that was one of the best interviews ever. This guy, Jonathan, right here, was on the 10-minute meat grinder. And it was crazy. It was hilarious. We do like a hot seat interview thing. And I try to make my guests uncomfortable. It was awesome. Tommy's been on episode 3. Oh, shit. I just said
what you guys be doing in the meat grinder that makes you uncomfortable, man?
Oh, it's great. You want in? Hey, you could be number 5.
Hey, you could try it.
Right?
I recommend it.
I just realized, too, that
I'm going to make you uncomfortable in the meat grinder.
I just realized that Tommy's sitting right there because I'm like, yo, John, you was the best guest I ever had. Tommy was right before you. I'm sorry, Tom.
It's all right.
Nah, Tommy was good too.
You're my favorite. You were my favorite, though. He was the best I ever had, but you're my favorite.
These are my favorite.
Why have I heard that before?
He said, why have I heard that before? I don't know, because you're that good. I don't know. All right, so today we got obviously the 4 of us, and we're gonna be arguing about a lot of silly stuff. And people in the comment section, feel free to argue with us. Today we're gonna be covering these 4 topics. Let me just check the comment sections one more again. Okay, no comments yet. People, feel free to comment. Not you guys. I'm talking about the audience. Audience, feel free to comment. All right, so let's get into topic 1. The first topic we're gonna start with today is the UFC. You guys watch UFC? I know the answer, but just tell us.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
yes
watch
and no.
UFC.
Yes and no.
No,
I don't dabble all the time, but
No,
I do know a lot of those.
So Tommy,
don't
say nothing. You don't watch UFC. You're not allowed in this argument. You sit right there. Turn your mic off. All right. So
referee for the
yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. I didn't bring a referee. So this is like debate class, but better. We're just gonna do a lot of debating.
You're
All
gonna
right.
be the ref, but the people here.
Yeah. So I guess we'll open up. I'll open up. So the first thing we're talking about is who should be on the cover of the new UFC. Oh, nice. We got a surprise. Hold on.
Money?
No money. Sorry, this ain't that type of game show.
This shit is starting to look like those CNN panels.
Yo, if I could, I'll make it look like the Brady Bunch, but they only give me 6 is the max. I can't do like I can't do a full 9. Let's just give Mike a second to hop in so Mike could give. I don't know if Mike watches UFC, but I know he does all this other stuff that we got on these topics today.
I'm already picking Paulie Malignaggi.
All right, so while he gets in, I'll try to figure out. So my eyes might dart, but we're gonna start this while we're trying to get him in the stream. So hold on, maybe if I pull him out, he could get in here, and then I can pull him in. So talk to me, guys. Who wants to go first, man? I don't have a buzzer. I'm working on getting a buzzer so you can buzz yourself in. But who do you guys think should be on the cover of UFC?
UFC 4. And what do we got for our candidates? Let's see this picture one more time.
Anybody on the roster. You just need
anybody
a
on
name.
the roster.
He needs a name to pick because he don't watch UFC.
They should put Dana White on the cover, bro.
All right. So
that's the start. Dana White. Do I hear anything else for Dana White?
I mean,
White
that's
saved
pretty good. That's pretty good. He did save it.
just have his like men's health picture. You know, and he's like fucking
Yeah.
flexing mad hard.
Yo, I know we're supposed to argue, but I kind of liked that idea. Though.
Hey, that's not bad. I mean, that's not bad at
Yeah,
all.
Dana
Yo,
on the
you know
cover.
how mad fucking fighters would be.
I was just gonna say, people would be so pissed. Yo, and Dana would give himself such a huge check for being on the cover. What's up, Mike? We have Mike popping up.
What's up?
Glad to have you, buddy.
Who's the asshole who forgot he had a podcast?
Hey, but you know what though?
Sorry,
You know
my
what
bad,
though?
I'm late.
You're not an asshole if you showed up. You know what I'm saying? Because the best time is now. The best time is now, Mike. So you're right on time, buddy.
Yeah, I'm fashionably late.
All right.
Yeah.
So
So we already discussed your paycheck's coming to
So
me.
what's good? What are you guys talking about?
yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Okay.
It's true what
Wait,
John
hold
said.
on. We're getting paid for this shit?
Oh yeah. We're gonna
Well,
paid for
I
this
am
shit?
now.
we're gonna split it. We're gonna split it instead of 5 ways. We're splitting it 4 ways now. But then when they turn their backs, I'm gonna kill each of them
Okay.
and keep all the money. That's what we do. So
Word.
Mike,
So what did I miss?
oh well, it was a joke though. Just so you know, there's no money involved. This is free 99. I just wanted to be clear while we're on air before I receive a letter like I'm getting sued and shit. Like y'all didn't get my cut.
I'm gonna get
So
a letter from the IRS. Like, excuse me.
yeah,
making
right. Yeah, right. I'm tired of letters from the IRS. These people keep they're blowing up my phone, right? They're like, "We seen your podcast, buddy. Where's our cut?" So Mike, do you watch UFC?
Not so much. Just because
Okay.
I can't pay $65 to watch 2-minute fights.
Okay, all right. So fair enough. So your pick is gonna be Conor McGregor because I figured somebody was gonna do that. So since you don't know anybody,
I'll
you're
pick
Conor.
them.
You're
I'll
Conor.
pick them.
So first, I'm gonna
All
start.
right.
First, I'm gonna start by saying, just in case there's anybody else that was gonna pick Conor McGregor, he does not deserve to be on the cover. I just want to make that clear.
Absolutely not.
He's been on the first cover. He's been on the third cover. It's enough. It's enough. Tom, you look like you was thinking about saying Conor. Is that who you picked? So Bill thought Dana. Bill, do you want to submit that as your actual answer, or was he just fucking with us?
You know, as all good ideas start, you know, it started as a joke. Maybe it started as just a spark, but now I'm gonna plant my roots there.
Okay, he's doubling down.
I'm
Dana
doubling
White.
down. I'm
Tommy,
putting the house on it.
Yeah, that's what Dana would. He's a gambler. They say he's a big gambler. So Dana would like
I
your
want
style.
that big pink head on my cover.
Yeah, he would say, "Yo," he would say, "All in, all in." That's what he says. So Tommy, talk to me. Who should be on the cover of UFC? I forgot what the topic was for a split second.
Yo, I'm gonna go with I want Masvidal in there, man, because he's an OG. Let an OG get in there, you know.
Well, right now, Masvidal wants more money, and Dana don't want to give him no more money. So if he gets on that cover, that means more money. So he's probably not going to be on it, but that's a good pick. He's probably not going to be on it.
I think that would be good too if he had his like BMF belt on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys talk about
What about
that, right?
that chick who beat Cyborg and Rousey?
Okay,
Nunez?
man,
Nunez?
Yeah.
That's honestly, she probably deserves
like,
it more than
it was
anyone else.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that could like break like the glass ceiling having a woman on the cover of UFC. You know, if Dana White wants to turn some heads and get some good support, putting a woman on the cover of the game would fucking get a lot of PR.
That was beautiful, Mike, what you said, but I'm gonna burst the bubble because they had a female on the cover. they already broke boundaries.
Right.
Yeah,
they're way ahead of you,
Well,
Mike.
see, there you go.
Way ahead of you.
They're already smart.
The glass ceiling.
See, and he's a Patriots fan because he's smart.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
That's why I don't watch UFC.
I'm gonna go with
this is-
Israel Anaconda, if that's how you say his name.
Did
I'm
you
not
just
sure
Google that?
No,
Did you?
no,
You
no,
just
I did
Who's
not.
the hottest right now?
He is the last style bender. I know who he is. I'm a big anime fan, and he's my dude.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
just the only thing is I just don't. He's earned it, but I don't feel he's earned it yet because he's not.
Okay.
I feel like he's almost there to be on the cover. So I
All
like him a lot. Everyone, I like everyone else that everybody else picked, especially Dana White. That's my second vote right there.
Yeah.
So, but Israel Anaconda is he's my guy, man. He's my guy.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, for me, I had an idea. But I mean that Dana White, that sounds pretty interesting. Fuck it. He won't have to pay nobody. He can save money. They hurting for money right now.
And here, you just put him in the middle of the cage on Fight Island. Boom. There's the cover
Yeah,
of
to scare
UFC
everybody,
4.
So
There's the
what
cover
I
of
would,
UFC 4.
I'm kind of shocked nobody picked Khabib. I thought one of y'all was gonna say Khabib only because like Khabib. Um, but what about John Jones being on the cover?
You just
Just
threw
like
that.
that.
That's great.
Just like that. Yeah,
Nobody.
just like that.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I was.
We'll put him on
What?
that.
I'm tired of his attitude. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the shenanigans with that guy. It's always something with that guy, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge UFC guy. I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm more of a boxing guy.
Yeah.
But he's just like, I'm just tired of it, man. It's just like,
Coke-
dude, just shut up and fight, man. Just shut up and
Coke
fight.
is a hell of a
That's it.
drug. That's what it is.
I get it.
No,
I do. I really
I
do.
think he takes steroids with the Coke or Coke with the steroids. Which one you think he? You think he injects? Maybe he
I'm gonna
injects
go the
steroids.
latter. I'm gonna
into
go the
Coke.
latter.
Okay, yeah, something like
I'm
that.
gonna go with the latter. Yeah, I agree with that.
No, the most recent one was crazy. It was like 3 a.m. He's out shooting guns, talking to homeless people, fucking drinking. Like, what?
You know what?
There's a pandemic going on. He's chilling with the homeless.
Yo,
shooting shit.
hearing the words that were in that sentence you just said. I mean, it could have been worse. You said he was drunk, shooting shit, talking to homeless. He could have been drunk, shooting homeless. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give him
Talking
some
shit.
credit.
Talking shit.
You know, let's give Jones some credit, guys. You guys are so fucked
It was so
up.
funny when he came out. He came out with like I totally even forgot he got arrested. It just like went in the past, and he came out with some press release like, yeah, the most recent incident with the police really opened my eyes, and I'm like, I thought he copied and pasted the shit.
Yo, it's funny that he says that because it's like, at what point was, because I think about the other incidents. He got caught with coke. He got caught cheating, doing steroids. He hit the hit and run. There was a pregnant
Don't forget
woman
the
in the
pregnant
car.
woman.
Yeah, I was getting to it. She was like the ultimate on it, and then
and I think before that, I think he got a DUI after some wine tasting. Like that was the very first one. And it was low key. They're like, oh, you're just sipping some wine. He got a DUI. He's all right.
That's right. He already had a DUI.
And he hit some fucking pregnant lady.
It truly is what he said. I think it was the fact that he got caught and he saw himself drunk. I think he said that, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you guys heard what he said.
Yeah, he was saying something like being able to see the video and knowing that everybody else saw the video.
Yeah. Yeah, man. When he has kids, his kids are going to see that video. Sometimes when I podcast, I wonder what my kids
He does have kids.
He
has kids. They're like 7 and 8. Like he has kids.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that shit. That's interesting. I had no clue John Jones had kids. So I thought you guys were gonna say Khabib. No one picked Khabib, but I gotta say, this man looks pretty good on the cover. Like he looks pretty good.
He looks like that. Did they put his face on someone else?
I don't know. Maybe they put a little extra on him because does he look that chiseled when he fights? I don't remember him that like. You know what I'm saying? I think they did some airbrush. Y'all remember him that? But y'all don't see the picture? Is that why everyone's looking like that?
Well, he was supposed to fight again, wasn't he? And then
his father's sick. His father got sick. His father's still sick, but his father recovered in some ways, but his father's in still a very dire situation. So as of right now, even though his father's still in a condition that's messed up, he's deciding to fight anyway, and he's fighting September 13th, I believe, against Justin Gaethje. So that's and speaking of Khabib. See, damn! Now that you brought up Khabib, and I'm thinking about his father, it ruined the setup of this next joke. But I'm going to show this picture anyway. But because I commit when I make a plan, I execute, guys. I execute. All right. So I was thinking, kind of like how they showed here, a group cover might be a group cover, and Khabib. I mean, how you not gonna have Khabib on the cover? So what do you guys think? Any takers? Wait, there should be fighters on it, right? My bad. There should be fighters on it. My bad. Well, actually, his training partners, they fight.
It would say UFC foursome.
Oh, this guy's good. Actually, that's more than 4, but I still like it. Still like it. So my serious answer would be, I believe Dane is good, but I think they should have an assortment. Maybe all the current champions. I've always pictured. I mean, yeah. Or they could do that. All the potential number 1 contenders.
That's what I was thinking. Like, give a shout to like the young guys coming up, or the potential. The guys who've been on a streak right now.
Yeah.
Francis Ngannou's unstoppable.
Francis would look dope on that cover.
And I think he would look dope.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna check the comments real quick, see if anybody.
What about just a generic fighter with a mask on?
That's in the custom creator. There's a custom mode, so you can make as many of those as you want. You can put those whack tattoos on them. I know I do. I get all the whack tattoos, and I try to make a better tattoo out of it. So I put one on top of the other. I twist it around. I make up a whole new tattoo out of all that whack shit they give you.
Facebook profile picture.
Yeah. All right. So there's no comments.
Is there a UFC curse on a game cover, like the infamous Madden curse?
I think there was, because right after the right after the Ronda cover, that's when she got knocked out by Holly, and then after Connor was on the cover, he got choked out by Nate.
All right, but what about the cover with Justin and Gustafson? John Jones and Gustafson.
They both got hit by a car last week.
Well, I mean, John Jones did get
Breaking
arrested.
news. That's great content. Everybody. Who was it? John Jones was hit by a car. Who was the other person?
Justin Gaethje? I don't know.
Yeah, Justin. Some Justin. A guy named Justin. So shit. So now I don't know who gets picked, because I honestly expect the comments. I normally have comments with all my other podcasts. This is like, well, this is a new one.
Maybe you can post it after, and then you can ask it after in the status.
Oh, that's a good idea, Bill. Thank you. Yeah, we'll leave it undecided. All right, so we'll all resent each other, and we'll just leave it undecided, and we're gonna move on. All right, so now
I'm gonna make ghost pages and vote for myself, like random Facebook pages.
So to refresh my memory before we move on to the next topic, because I already forgot everybody's picks. So I think we should have an assortment of fighters. Bill, you believe we should have Dana still?
Yeah, Dana White.
Dana White.
I'm all in.
Tommy.
Go with this right here.
Yes. You know what? Did we forget you, Tommy?
Yo, did you spray paint
that
tattoos on there? Is that part of the Photoshop?
Shit, nah, man. Look, I can prove it. They're there. It's real. The muscles is real too. Not in it. There's no muscles. But if the muscles were there, they would be real. So I guess I'm credit for that. So Tom, did I by accident?
No, I'm going with the OG Masvidal.
That's right. You picked Mafia. I felt bad. I thought I forsaken you for a second and just completely forgot about you. It's just my memory going. All right. So you got Masvidal, Jonathan,
Israel Adesanya.
And then Mike has the custom creator fighter. So
Conor fucking McGregor.
Oh yeah, Amanda Nunes and Conor McGregor. He picked 3 custom fighter, Conor and Amanda, all on the cover together.
Can I just have like a still shot of Ronda Rousey getting kicked by Holly Holmes? Just that, like that kick to the face as the cover. Can I vote that? Can that be my vote?
A couple years ago, that would have hurt, Mike, but I got over it. I got over it. I used to be a Ronda fan. I was blinded by the light.
Me too. So you know what? So was she.
Was she. Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Too.
You can't stay on top forever. You know what I mean? All right, so we're gonna move on to our next topic. Throw this back in the stream. So our next topic now, we're gonna be talking about what non-combat sports athlete would do the best in MMA. Oh, okay. Hold on. Before we do that, we have someone that jumped in. Oh, which, by the way, I gotta add Mike's name to the stream. But we got Mike. Mike, say Mike's name so I don't say his last name wrong. Help me out here, buddy. We have someone in the comments.
Oh, Canatella. Mike Canatella.
So we got Mike in the comments.
Oh, Royce Gracie.
Okay.
Yeah. Mike in the comments and Mike on the podcast. Mike and Mike. They are CCTV, correct?
CTV.
CTV podcast.
Oh, I added the C because like closed caption it stuck in my head. So their podcast shuts out.
We're a podcast. Yeah, we do our podcast every Tuesday at 7 live on Facebook.
Yep.
We also are going live on YouTube, not this week, but I think starting next week. And yeah, tomorrow's night's episode, we are interviewing a buddy of ours, and he's like an illustrator, and we're gonna be talking about Spider-Man, so I'm super excited about that.
Oh shit, you got a lot of shit to talk about.
That's an awesome shirt. I'm actually wearing. Yeah,
so many versions of Spider-Man. So Michael suggests Gracie, which I guess it's a respectable pick. To be fair to Michael, he mentions go retro. The problem is we're not playing on the original 8-bit Nintendo. We're playing in the future, Mike. The future.
Yeah, I don't think people would recognize them like the new fans.
Yeah, right. They'd be like, "Who's that old skinny guy? He's choking everyone out." That's the Godfather of MMA. All right,
Ken
so
Shamrock.
okay, yeah, Ken Shamrock. I mean, I don't know about the cover. Ken Shamrock wishes he was on the cover because that man loves.
What? He's just like
Don't
this,
be a
like.
thing. Yeah, he's known for like vanity. He loves himself. And I don't know if you guys saw the Ultimate Fighter, but it was funny. He made all the fighters watch all his fights. It was crazy. They were like, "We saw all these fights. You forget? Like you're a fucking legend. We don't want to see that shit again." And he's like, "Sit your ass down." And he literally made all of them watch all his fights. All right, so moving on. Which non-combat sports athlete would do the best in MMA? Mike, you want to start this one off? I have a funny feeling who Mike might say.
So it could be anybody who's not in a Okay, so pretty much anyone who's not in MMA.
Yes. Any sport, any athlete
who would do good in MMA.
Who you think would do the best? Who would do the best in MMA?
Huh. Shit, man.
Take your time. I can move on. Right. Take your time. Formulate your thoughts. Bill, you got somebody?
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Yeah, we'll come back to.
I got Messi.
Okay.
Being a soccer player, I think he would kick mad hard.
Yeah.
I think he'd have good footwork, good endurance.
Yep.
He's getting a little bit older, so that could be an issue. But I don't know any other soccer players.
Well, let's get age out the way, because that'll complicate things. We'll just like you did. You broke down the guy and his attributes. It's funny you say Messi because he was on my list of potentials. Absolutely. Not just the fact that a soccer player, I assume and I believe would make good transitions into MMA. That particular soccer player will probably kick the shit out of everybody and just his mind. That man's mind works a little different. He plays.
Yeah. He could probably figure it out.
Yeah, he plays with other elite players, yet he still does magical shit. When you think about MMA, sometimes you'll get that. You'll get two guys that are the greatest in the world, and then it turns into a one-sided affair. And now this guy who was once, arguably the best in the world, people are like, oh, was he that good? Messier might do some shit like that. What do you think, Tom?
I got two. I couldn't pick one. I got two of them. I can't decide which one to pick.
Fair enough. Yeah, I got
heavyweight.
Okay.
James Harrison.
Okay.
On the Steelers.
Okay.
That's my big man because he plays volleyball with a goddamn weighted ball.
He's a beast.
He's a truck. He's a beast, man. He got the attitude. And I'm going with another soccer player, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, Taekwondo down. His kicks are crazy. His endurance is crazy. That's gonna be my picks, man. I think they'll do it.
I got someone.
What's his name?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember that. I'm not gonna remember that.
Guys, we have a special guest, guys. Look,
You said a spell on me.
One of my 5 cats has joined the podcast.
I'm bugging.
Yeah, you say that name again.
I don't know why.
Yo, Joe, I got somebody.
What you got?
Yo, Kurt Angle.
Okay.
Olympic gold medalist in wrestling.
Okay.
He's a savage in the ring and can kick the shit out of you. I think he would do pretty good in MMA.
I love Kurt. I'll accept that.
He's a good
wrestling background.
And we know he could break ankles. We've seen it already. You saw what happened to Scotty Too Hottie.
Allegedly.
Yo,
his shoe came off and twisted.
Really? I always wondered. I only hold on, time out. We can't fucking move on. Time out. So he didn't break his ankle. That's what you're telling me, Mike? You're ruining everything for me right now, live. That man's ankle didn't break. I always loved that shit. I was like, yo, break ankle so crazy.
Mike Canatella's on here right now. He'll tell you, he didn't break his.
I never, I seen that as a kid. I haven't followed since then. I thought that was one of the injuries that happened, like by accident, like he went too far, or maybe behind the scenes. Vince was
usually
like,
injuries are accidental.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe,
Scotty,
it didn't look accidental. Yeah, he said I'll break your freaking ankle, and then he broke it. I always wondered if maybe Vince just gave him like 50,000. Like, listen, I'm gonna cover all your medical bills, give you 50 on the side, a new house. You good? Just break an ankle, it'll be fast.
I'm gonna throw
remember they had that Tough Enough?
Tough Enough. That sounds so familiar. What was that again?
It was like it was like Ultimate Fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Kurt Angle was on there. He got pissed off at this kid, Daniel some shit, Pewter or something. He was like, whoever wants to wrestle me, come on, let's do it. And yo, the kid jumped in the ring and whooped his ass. He was about to
Get out of here. That's hot.
He had the Kimura locked.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Yo, it was real shit, man. The guy like didn't know how to. I guess he took him serious.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Kurt Angle was still shooting the promo and stuff. Like, all right, I'm a body slam you and that's it. But the kid started really wrestling, fucking him up, putting him in the Kimura and shit. And he was so he had to go on the guy's chest real quick, and the ref was like, 1, 2, 3, he pinned you. All right, you lost. Because he was really about to snap his shit up.
Yeah, that's funny. Because it's like, what do you do now? Like, do you give that guy Kurt Angle's gold medals in wrestling? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened?
You don't know what to get you down, but then what are you gonna do if you're just a wrestler? You don't got no, submission game. You know what I mean?
No, I'm gonna go with Nicolas De Solarius.
Who's that? Refresh my memory. I don't know who that is.
That is all right. So it's not a huge athlete like popular. He's a hockey player. And he's basically like a tough guy in hockey.
Hockey.
If you look up a couple of his fights, he could throw. He could throw.
Hockey players have incredible base, power, strength, durability.
I didn't think of that. That's good.
They got.
And I don't want to go. I didn't want to go with a star of hockey because most of the stars aren't really fighters per se.
Yeah.
So I went with more of the tough guy on the ice, kind of an all-around player.
Yeah.
And I think he would do good in MMA.
That's a good pick, man. Hockey players don't play around.
They're tough, man. They're tough, man.
Because that's a big part of fighting. You got to be able to be down.
Yeah, that's number one. You got to have.
I've seen hockey players play with broken jaws, man. I've seen it. It's hockey players are tough dudes, man.
I think
tough
Mike
dudes.
Trout would be able to throw down.
Okay. All right.
He's a big boy.
Now that you're back on the stream, Mike.
Mike Trout would definitely throw down. He's a big boy.
I want to show you, Mike, what Mike said about you, Mike.
Right here, so
you look your co-host, your show is betraying you live in front of all of us,
and it's wonderful. Thank you,
Tom Brady. Just to see him get his ass kicked. I thought you was gonna say Tom Brady, Mike, because I know how much you love him.
Nah, he's a douchebag in person. He's.
Oh yeah, he does. He is.
He's a douchebag.
Wait, have you met him, or are you going by what someone else told you?
No. I look ring like that's the octagon, dude.
Okay, all right.
What? All right. Him being the greatest quarterback of all time?
No. I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I got 6 reasons why.
I didn't even ask. No, I asked why did you
quarterback of all time?
Why are you saying he's an asshole in person? Like, did you meet him and he was rude to you, or you just heard that? I think there's delay. Hold on. It'd be delayed sometimes. I think there's delay. I think he's frozen. Yeah, Mike's frozen. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, he was just thinking.
Oh, he's thinking. Did you hear? I can't tell if he's fucking with me or if it's lag.
Hold on, he might be deflating a football. Hold on.
Oh, burn!
There we
Tom
go.
Brady?
He's busy.
There it goes.
The tuck rule, man.
I can't hear. Oh, you talking? Can't find it.
I was thinking. I picked so many different athletes that kept changing. Immediately, I thought about hockey. I thought about soccer. I wouldn't typically think of basketball, right?
That's why there was not.
Who is it, bro? Who is it?
Yeah, but if you're gonna go the route, I think you're gonna go.
Don't say LeBron James. Right now.
I'm gonna be that guy. Let me defend myself at least before y'all get into
home of the flop.
All right, it was between
LeBron.
It was between, and this is me being honest, because I could front right now and say a safe answer. But I was thinking LeBron James or Michael Jordan, right? Because LeBron James is just built inhuman, and his athleticism in basketball, if you were somehow to be able to take his raw athleticism and transition it into fighter IQ and give him time to train and fighting instead of basketball, I don't know. Like, think about it. He's arguably the greatest basketball player of his generation. Would he be one of the best fighters of his time, do you think? If
no,
he would have went.
Have you ever seen someone charge him?
All right, so before y'all tell me why, I want to know.
MMA. You can't.
I want to know.
MMA, all right?
Yeah, you can't. That's a great point. That's a great point. I didn't think of that. He'd be like tapping out before
Get lunch.
before the submission's even in. They're like, LeBron, why are you tapping? He didn't even touch you. Yeah, he's like, my career. I gotta think about my next fight. All right. All right. So you know what? Fuck LeBron. I don't even want to pick. I'm going with Michael Jordan. You know why? Because Michael Jordan did things no one else could do. It didn't matter if his leg was broken, if he had double pneumonia. He showed up to the game. He dropped 80 points and he won the game. You know what I mean? So that's the best argument I got. Michael Jordan. Imagine Michael Jordan being trained like Mike Tyson since 11 years old or some shit with an incredible trainer. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's going to start to happen more like at, probably in the next 10 to 15 years. I feel like not a lot of athletes of that caliber would pick MMA because the money wasn't there. Like, 10 years ago, if you had LeBron James talent, you're not gonna, and you had the chance to go into the NBA, you're not gonna turn that down to be a fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a super good point.
Now that it's because they were scrappy back then.
Yeah,
they were fighting on the court all the time in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And he hates to lose. So
but if you can say that, like, as a fighter, you can make the same amount of money or more, then there might be a lot of younger kids that are like, "Oh, I'm going to be a fighter. I'm going to do that."
Yeah. Damn. So how do we settle this? We all pick. You know what we're going to do? We'll all say our picks, and I think we're just going to do come back to it, follow up, see if we
How about
get
this? James Harrison will fight your LeBron James, whoop his ass. So you're out.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Do the tournament. Excuse me. My bad.
I think your soccer player would probably kick my soccer player's ass.
And then
what was his name?
Can I?
So
if I change the hockey player, right, and I go with, let's say,
Joe Rogan. Okay.
What? Who? Say it again.
Joe Rogan.
Oh, Joe Rogan versus Dana White. I immediately want to see that fight. I don't know why. It came to my mind.
Joe wins. Come on.
Do you think so?
Yeah, Joe was a taekwondo.
Oh, Joe would fuck up Dana White. Yeah.
And he trained.
You gave Dana the training though.
Dana got boxing though. Dana's a boxer.
Yeah, Dana
looks like he can handle his own. Dana looks like he can handle his own.
But yeah, Dana, I'm sure can handle himself. At least decent as any good boxer would after good enough training. Anybody gets good, but Joe Rogan, I think, is like a beast kind of man. Like he's been honing his skills for so many decades.
Match, I'd give it to Dana, but I think an MMA fight, or I'd give Dana more of a chance. An MMA fight, I think it's all Joe because he's a black belt too.
Yeah, and his striking is he's been working on it again. I don't know if you guys posted today. What?
By the way,
I actually did.
I was going with basketball, football, hockey, baseball. Were we including boxers? We weren't doing that, were we?
No.
Well, because that's a combat sport. Right. So technically, we're not supposed to. No. Why you was thinking of like Muhammad Ali? It would be the greatest.
Lomachenko. Lomachenko.
Yeah, definitely.
Right,
yeah. He was looking beautiful in that Muay Thai and his little training that he was doing. His kicks looking nice, and the way he moves in boxing, if he could somehow incorporate that while incorporating takedown defense, he might be able to bring something that no one ever seen before.
Part of his
kind of
training,
like Dominic Cruz. You know
I've seen training from Lomachenko, and he does a lot of like upper body grappling. Like that's how he helps. That's how he helps with his angles and how to
boxing, right?
Redirect.
There's videos of him doing
like sambo.
Sambo, yeah. Right. He was nasty with judo throws, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. But even still now in his training, like he'll warm up doing underovers, like when you do in like in Muay Thai or jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, that's a good warm-up drill for most arts. Believe it or not, judo, wrestling, like you see everybody doing that. That's great. They got so many nicknames. But yeah, that's a great technique. I never seen a boxer do it though. But obviously, like I said, he's done mixed training, so he probably took stuff from the mixed training he learned and still uses it in his boxing. But it does explain that elusiveness to be able to switch stances because when you're doing that drill, if you don't do it lazy, you would also be changing your stance and you know what I mean and shit like that. All right, so we're gonna move on a little bit from that. I do want to say if Michael Jordan, because it just came to me, if Michael Jordan was to fight You know how he used to stick his tongue out every action he did in basketball and just dunk? I don't think he should do that in MMA. Imagine getting punched
so
the
either.
kick, his tongue was out, the shit go
But
flying. Like
imagine his tongue out while he's doing like a flying knee.
oh,
Yeah,
that'll be the best highlight they
That would
ever
be
had.
dope, though. That would-
Yo, imagine some Jordans with him doing a double jumping flying knee.
Yeah.
Tongue out.
Yeah, well, that would
buy
be
them
the shoe.
shits
That
right
would be
now.
the shoe. Then, like that would have been his signature.
Yeah.
He would've took over- That would have been the UFC symbol. It would have been him with the
Yeah.
full knee with the tongue
Yeah,
out.
right. Yo, imagine in an alternate reality, he never got into basketball and he got into MMA and they got sneakers like that right now. You know, in another that's hot. I'm fantasizing about it right now because I'll buy some shit from them. I'll be like, yo, get me that exclusive. Nobody in my universe got that shit, bro. All right, so now we're gonna move on. And so we're trying to keep this podcast a little short. We started a little late. So we're gonna run through these last two a little bit and we're gonna try to wrap up by 10:20. Is that okay with you guys? Does anybody need to sign out or do you guys got 20 more minutes for us to run through these last two
No,
topics?
we're good to go.
I'm good, man.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We lost Mike. Mike, if you're still watching, feel free to jump in.
Did you kick him off of the Brady stuff?
No, I don't know. I don't know what
I don't tell
happened.
nobody, but yeah, we kicked him out.
Yeah, let me make sure you don't need the link. I'm just gonna shoot a link. So for him to hop in, if that's the thing, I didn't get no.
Coming up to his little special over here down there, his wrestling.
Yeah, right.
Hold
He's
on.
gonna be like Kurt Angle.
What time do you?
He's gonna be like Kurt Angle.
Yo, you wanted to wrap up what? 10:20?
Yeah, 10:20, 10:30 latest if you guys can manage it. So I figure we gotta try to get it in. Yo, can you ask my mom too, please? Mike, can hop in anytime. All right. All right. So in this next topic, we're talking about.
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with you with this next topic.
Yes, let's get it. Let's get it.
Why the fuck you put an anaconda on this?
You want to know the 100% honest truth?
Yo,
I can tell you right now.
Who the fuck's gonna pick an anaconda, bro?
I don't know. You know, it's funny you say that because I was debating with somebody not so long ago on one of my podcasts about.
Yo, the anaconda's not winning, bro.
No,
Yo, I wish.
that bear's gonna eat that ass, boy.
Was it Rabbit Jonathan? Were you part of that podcast?
We were talking about.
Oh, it was him. It was him. No, he's right there. You want to know who the fuck would pick Anaconda? That guy.
Nah,
right
he picked
there.
it.
He picked Anaconda, and I was like, bro,
I
you're
just
fucking.
said that they wanted to. I just no, because what was the topic though? What was the topic? That was the.
We're gonna start with him. Let him explain himself. Explain to us.
All right, wait. Time out.
Go for it.
Context. This right here, though. This right here.
Oh, backpedaling.
You cannot put the anaconda in the cage with these guys. You can't.
All right. So what is your pick then? What is your pick then? Your new pick. You got these four trapped in a cage, fighting to the death.
See, that makes it different.
Talk to me. Why is it different?
Let's see.
Explain.
Because I feel like the bear and the lion would probably go at it first, and the gorilla would just be back, just chilling, like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, anything. All right.
And the fucking anaconda would be off in the corner in a fucking hole somewhere.
We try to crawl out of the.
They wouldn't even fight. The anaconda would just chill.
He just escape if he was real good.
Wait for them to lay eggs or something. I don't know.
Silverbacks is dangerous though.
So
Silverbacks absolutely dangerous.
So I think it would end up being a gorilla versus an injured lion or probably an injured bear. I think a bear beats a lion, and then it would be a bear versus a gorilla.
Ooh, it's a tough one.
Lion and the bear. He keeps picking this shit in my head. I think a bear wins all, but that bear's gonna get fucked up. But for me, I think the one most likely to survive all the injuries, all the deep cuts and gashes is that bear. You know how many deep cuts that bear can take before he loses enough?
And it's got a lot of blubber.
Yeah, and the weight, the size,
like 800 pounds.
I see the bear, the lion, and the gorilla like just going at it. And then the bear is going to back up a little bit. And the gorilla and the lion, naturally, the gorilla's going to be doing jiu-jitsu. The fucking lion's going to be trying to fight him from behind. And that bear is just going to 2 feet just fucking stomp the shit out of him. And then from what I hear, bears eat you from the ass up. So then he's going to eat each of those creatures from the ass up. to call it a day. And he's gonna sit and hibernate.
They don't fighting. The anaconda comes, wraps up the bear, and is getting
that's like
hiding the whole time, right? While the bear hibernates.
That's in like those verses like YouTube videos that they put up. It's all animated and shit. That might happen. Like everybody's all injured. They're all like laying, like, and then the anaconda just comes and chokes
everybody, right? What do you think, Tom? Did we cover everything, or do you got anything to input?
I think that covers it all, man. But that bear. That
bear, right?
That bear, man.
That's who you got. Who did you pick?
I'm going with bear.
Bear, right? All right.
Yeah,
so we actually have. You're going with the silverback, Bill?
I'm going with bear.
Bear 3-1 unanimous. We've got a victory. The bear kicks all their asses.
So listen, I think that lion puts up more than a fight than the gorilla. To be honest,
no way.
Interesting. All right, so you know what? This ain't over yet. We're gonna argue some more.
Because that gorilla gonna snap that
I'm going with the anaconda.
Because I've looked, I've researched this in the past before.
Yeah,
and gorillas are all about intimidation. They're all about intimidation. They're not really about it.
Oh, so they don't back it up. I got it. They got big mouths.
Yeah,
they go like this and they go.
I was thinking, damn, I literally had a good idea and then I literally forgot it. I'm looking at
they make you're giving it to them that they have no choice to fight. So yeah, you have to put it as the gorilla got no choice. He is gonna fight, and that bitch is strong, man.
Now I remember now. What if? Because I feel like the lion and the gorilla are definitely gonna go at it right away. The bear's gonna. I mean, they all might clash, but because of their sizes, the way they are, I just feel like they both might go to attack the bear. Then one's gonna bump the other. They're gonna start snapping at each other. But while all this shit is happening, if that snake anaconda wrapped around the bear, like what if they kind of work together, kind of while the gorilla and the lion?
Are we talking about like an anaconda? Or are we talking about the one that tried to kill Ice Cube? Like what anaconda are we talking about?
It'd have to be like that style, like Ice Cube anaconda style, because. Oh, that was another debate we had. Let's do that debate. He believed, well, this is another prior debate. I'm sorry, because Jonathan doesn't pick the snake right now. But in our previous debate, he believed that the snake would like choke the bear. You know what I mean? And I was like, it would have to be a snake bigger than 24 feet, or at least 24 feet. He believed it could happen at 16 feet. Do you still stand with that 16 feet?
I don't know dimensions of snakes.
It's gonna be more than enough, I think, to take out that.
Because I feel like a human could unwrap a 16-footer. They're really strong.
I think you're wrong.
No.
You got to be quick with it. But I don't know. I used to know some big snake handlers.
Bro, I think like a 10-foot snake would probably fuck up a human, dude.
Nah, 10-foot snake that's regular. You know how many dudes got 10-foot snakes? That's nothing.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've had some snakes, but I never had. So, yo, how weak are your arms, bro? You need to curl more.
Yo, nah, there's no way you can fight off a 10-foot.
So
I just seen a video of this snake like grabbed this woman that was feeding it, and it might have been maybe a 5-foot snake, and she was like struggling. She's like,
I saw that video.
She's like, Benjamin, grab it.
Yo, but you know what was scary though is where the snake bit her. He bit her right on the veins pieces, like you see the vein pieces, the veins and arteries here. But did you see all that blood? That video bugged me out when I saw that blood. I was like, wow, that's a significant amount of blood. She might have because a snake that big, the fang in that area, like it's almost like cutting it with a knife. I was thinking like, shit, I don't know what happened after that. But what's that, Tom?
That snake fucked her up. Big
time.
So, I looked it up quick. Anacondas grow more than 29 feet. So you're talking about 29 feet.
How wide is that though? Like, what's its girth?
And they're weighing more than 550 pounds. They measure more than 12 inches in diameter.
Nice.
So it's a foot tall, basically, right?
Yeah, if they're really thick plus long, that's the problem. Because the thick ones are really strong. They got more muscle. Bill, when I was thinking of the 10-footer, I've been around some thick 10-footers. Maybe you had a species, because I don't know every species.
Yo, I don't have a 10-foot
maybe
snake,
some
bro. It was a dick joke.
I thought he's like, nah, man, I'm telling you, that shit could choke you. I got one. So I thought he was a real pet handler. I'm like, I got to take this guy's word for it.
I'm
over here being polite and shit and taking your word for it. Nah, so you know what? I'm back to like, nah, bro. A 10-foot snake, that shit is nothing. 10-foot snakes aren't
ready
strong.
for this?
They panic. What?
I got a squeeze rate for the Anaconda of 90 psi, which is around 9,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. So that's going to give you, in our terms, a school bus on your chest.
What size? 10 feet?
A school bus, like an actual
No,
big
I'm
bus.
sorry, but
what size?
what size snake we're talking? You told us the measurement
This is
per.
the Anaconda.
Because I can't do the math right now.
That's probably like the average Anaconda then.
Yeah, this is your average Anaconda.
PSI?
So maybe
90 psi. So
could it be
90?
90?
Could it be possible that anacondas are just a little bit more stronger than other snakes? Because I mean, I'm gonna have to take your word for it, but it's just so hard for me to believe a 10-footer you couldn't unwrap. I felt 8 and 10-footers. I think
Anacondas eat like fucking crocodiles, don't they?
They eat people.
Big enough, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, 29 feet, that's a fucking monster, bro. When you hit 16 feet, that's scary. 10 and 12-footers don't scare me. When you start getting above 12 foot, this is a little intense. They're really hard to hold.
I'm scared of a fucking garter snake.
And if you're caught off guard, you can't let these fuckers just be chilling on your neck. Like you always gotta have a hand.
It's all muscle. That's the crazy part.
You always trying to do a
think about jujitsu. Yo, whoever plays jujitsu, this hand is right here. You ain't choking me. How long this I got? Yo, this little shit right here, nobody choking me. I've been like this for 20 minutes waiting. Like he's gonna get tired. He gonna get tired. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got something here, even this finger. My sensei used to say, yo, you always got time for a finger. That sounds weird. But you always got time. You put that little finger, you ain't getting choked, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna have to crank your shit. If they turn it into a crank, that's different.
Yo, check this out.
We're talking about an anaconda here, bro. The anaconda's breaking your head.
This is squeezing your ribs. This is crushing your.
Yeah, you're right. Anaconda keeps going and going. Ain't no jiu-jitsu guy can keep wrapping his arm around.
I'm starting to second guess. The only problem, I feel like an anaconda might. I don't know, the claws. They can't fuck with the claws. That's the thing.
Only thing is, if the bear I think the bear will take him out first. If the bear can get to him first, the bear will take him out. If he cannot,
you see the thing with the bear has to take the snake out instantly. He has to cut it instantly because think about how fast an anaconda's gonna wrap that bear up. Like
but even when it's wrapped up, the bear's gonna be clawing it and shit. It's gonna be.
I guess it kind of depends because when I used to see my snakes eat, they cover so much distance instantly that I don't think his hands will be wrapped up some way. I don't see him like
fucking for the anaconda though. It could kill us like that. It's not gonna wrap the bear up. Hell no.
It wraps alligators.
What if it's too strong, man?
They would give the anaconda some type of aggressive.
Check this out. The bite for PSI of a grizzly bear. 1,200.
What, like 15 buses now? Yo, y'all cheating. Y'all looking shit up. I didn't get to look up nothing. We're gonna have to make rules to this game. You're allowed to look up 2 things per matchup. So y'all already got your one.
And one lifeline, right? And one lifeline.
All right. So I guess this is another unanimous because we cannot come to terms and agree, which is what's great about the show. Originally I was thinking the bear is the most dangerous animal, but now I'm starting to get nervous because if that snake wraps up that bear, it's a wrap for that bear. And then while the snake is trying to eat the bear like an idiot, the lion or the gorilla is gonna fuck up whatever.
That bear is gonna chomp on that snake's head. That's it.
Yeah. So now I'm thinking maybe the gorilla or the lion will outlast because the bear and the snake cancel each other out.
It's bear.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I don't know. I don't know now. I'm like this.
Yo, that gorilla fighting the bear would be like a lightweight fighting a heavyweight.
Yo, it's like the gorilla has strength, but
and so he got
a bear and it has claws. You ever see a bear's claws?
Oh, that's scary, bro. This shit's crazy.
Like if the bear wasn't so big, I say the gorilla could grab him because he got the thumb. What you gonna grab? You gonna grab him and then what? You're fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be like this.
But I seen there's this old video from like I don't it's black and white of they were shooting a movie and they actually had a lion and a tiger fight for real in the movie. They didn't have special effects back then, so they like let them go.
Damn.
And at first the tiger's fucking up the lion. But then after like a few minutes, the lion's chasing the tiger around the whole time because the lion doesn't give up. The lion,
because the tiger got no cardio. That's what it sounds like to me.
Like the lions will really fight to the death. That's
nice. That's funny because the lion.
The tigers really don't have cardio.
The lion was finding tigers like, oh, y'all thought my girls did all this shit. You thought I could handle my shit? Yeah, y'all was talking shit about me being lazy. All right, the lion, man. So who knows? I didn't consider that before because I was kind of downplaying the lion because I heard he just likes to sleep all day. You know what I mean? I heard the ladies do all the killing, the hunting. So it kind of made me feel like lions were overrated. They always, every fighter's like, I'm a lion. And then National Geographic is like, look, this lion not doing shit. This lion does shit all day.
The males don't do shit.
Lion. But the males have to fight with actual other lions. So
other males. Yeah.
For the action,
gotta square up.
Oh, that's what they saving all their energy.
Well, yeah, they can't get injured.
Yeah. If they lose, they lose all their women and the kids. So
what if it's a really long fight, a good fight? You too tired. Then she's like, come here, baby, you won. And he's like, nah, man, I'm tired. He come back tomorrow. He fucked me up. My leg hurting. You know what I mean? It is what it is. All right, so we're going to move on. It was a good discussion. Anybody got any last thing to say before we move on to our grand finale topic?
Yeah, Bear wins.
You guys want to Google anything else while we're at it?
Maybe.
All right. All right. So Google this. I'm going to take this off. We'll just leave this on screen for 2 seconds because it's blocking faces now. But the last question of the day, the grand finale, is who is the most iconic wrestler of all time? Oh, wait. We have one comment. So we're going to go back to the last other 2 seconds. See. If a male lion takes over the pride, he usually kills the cubs. Damn. You know what? Fuck lions then. I didn't even know they do that. So,
bears will do that to get the women back in heat.
Yeah,
that's an aphrodisiac. Yo,
yeah,
nature is
they'll kill them so that way the women are like, or the female bears are like, all right, now I have to have sex so I can have more kids.
That's crazy. Imagine if that was like that in the human world. Like we just gotta like look good, get a haircut, get a car, but I would have to kill one of you. Like one of you would have to die right
like,
now.
Not on your door, like I'm here for her. Meet me outside. Is it? I can't hear nobody.
Yeah, you're muted now, dude.
You're muted. Computer. All right, so we're gonna move on.
Oh, there we go.
No, you can't hear me.
Tommy, take over. We're gonna move on to the next subject.
You can't hear you, man.
No,
unplug your mic and plug it back in.
You got no audio, Jose. All right, so we're gonna check the comments real quick.
We're gonna move over to Stacy with weather.
It says Jose buy new headphones.
And now let's cut to our sponsor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear you, bro. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Hold on.
Don't plug that mic.
What the hell is happening?
There you
Give me 1 second.
I can hear you. Yeah, now we can hear you.
I can hear you, but it sounds like you're on the other end of a radio in The Last of Us.
Shit, maybe that's the fan. I guess it's some type of glitch.
No, we're gonna cut the commercial. Cut the commercial.
I would. I guess we'll just
give me a break.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
No.
All right. We just like this, and I'm afraid to put the headphones back in. All right, so
what?
Damn, that echo. Hold on, let me see if I can try it one more time.
Yeah, and then we're on the last. We're on the last thing. We'll be okay.
Yo, so did you guys know that his favorite color is pink?
Yep. Found out last week on Meat Grinder.
Yo, just try to keep the conversation going. Hold on.
It's like amazing that
yeah, okay. So we're on to the last.
I mean, we can definitely start talking about the most iconic wrestler.
Talk for him. Somebody make up what he's saying.
All right, hey, it's Joey.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go to the comments. It's gonna say Taker hands down. So what are you guys thoughts about that? Tommy, what do you think? That was my Jose impression. What do you guys think? That was pretty good, right?
That's pretty good. All your choices make me.
Point.
Can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
That's a good point. Your
headset.
choices made me second guess
You got
myself.
the headset in your coffee.
All right. So iconic wrestler of all time. That's hard, man, because
It's so funny.
Stone Cold was amazing. The Rock was iconic. The Rock is iconic. The Ultimate Warrior was amazing. Like they all had something special about them.
Are these honorable mentions? We're doing honorable mentions.
I don't know where I would go with it.
What about Shawn?
I mean, why not, right?
Yo, I can't stop laughing, bro.
It's like this. Yo, Jose, we cannot hear you. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think you have to do honorable mentions. Look at that list he gave us. Is not the. I mean, that's of that one particular era.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Ric Flair's a little older, but I mean, that's just more like an era. I mean,
see, I don't watch wrestling, but I feel like from that perspective, so that way I wouldn't know a lot of people. I feel like Stone Cold Steve Austin is a big one.
He is big between
but
him.
I mean, obviously, the Rock is like the biggest movie star in the world, though.
He did the most after wrestling with his wrestling career. That's the thing. Like he
Can
turned
you smell what the Rock is cooking? I
mean, he turned that into I mean, the most electrifying move in sports entertainment history. I mean, that's what he has. I mean, it's still yet to be defeated.
What's so funny is you keep talking, bro. This man's over there talking this whole time.
I know, and he's not realizing that we cannot hear him.
Yo, Joey, who's your pick?
He's like, no. He's like, help me, help me.
We're thinking about it.
Serious? The zombies have broken in. Help.
To be honest, I can't tell if y'all joking and just pranking me on my podcast. So if y'all seriously can't,
now you're good.
You good, bro?
No.
Oh shit, weird. Okay.
My name is Robert.
So I was just saying that everything you guys said is true. There's so many attributes for each guy. I mean, Taker is probably one of the most beloved guys, and think about how far he's pushed his career.
I'll give you mine. He's my favorite. Undertaker is my favorite of all time, just because when I was younger, I just loved that he was, he was the man from the dark side. That's what he was. You know what I mean? Like, he rose up from the dead. I mean, the guy couldn't be defeated. He was undefeated at WrestleMania until they screwed him over a couple of years ago.
It's fake and scripted, right?
Says who?
Hey man, play the damn role.
Says who?
He's undefeated.
You tell Mick Foley that, sir, when he got hit
Mick Foley's
and thrown off the top of the cage. You know what? Actually,
Mick's different.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Undertaker. I am going to go with the Undertaker.
First of all, I didn't make none of these memes. I stole these memes.
I know you did. I know.
Because now think about it, Mick Foley should be on this. We can't pick. He's not on it.
I mean, he was, because look how many wrestlers he was. Dude Love. You had Cactus Jack. I mean, the guy was everybody.
It's a good point. Many beloved characters, but the thing that does it for me, for Mick, we can't pick him, but he deserves this mention. Mick, I feel like, has taken more risks than any man. Damn, it's hard to say because the Hardy Boys, bro, and Jeff Hardy. But I feel like overall, Mick is like one of the most risk-taking, sacrificial wrestlers ever.
Well,
like this dude jumped off the Hell in a Cell how many times?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
I mean, the first time, right? He got thrown by accident.
He was thrown off. He was thrown off.
So I wasn't playing at all.
Undertaker didn't give a fuck. No, that's why I just said that Undertaker's the most badass of all time. I'm
so
gonna go
Mike,
with Undertaker.
So definitely a mistake. He slammed him through. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, that was another time too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a mistake when he fell through the center. But the table shit, you're telling me that wasn't planned when he threw him on the table?
No.
Outside, you remember that, Tom? That's what I'm talking
He was not supposed to do that. He was not supposed to throw him off.
Yo, I would be fighting my friend in the bucket. I'm like, bro, why the fuck did you throw me off that kid? I didn't know that. I thought it was like, I got some great idea. I'm gonna risk my life today.
Mick Foley did a big thing. I think he even wrote a couple of books, but he did a big interview somewhere, and he was talking about it. He got fucked up. Like he got really there was one time. There was one time The Rock hit him 13 times with a steel chair, and he was only supposed to get hit once.
So Mick was
why are they all picking on him?
I don't.
They were picking on him, not us.
Yeah, no, I know. Why they do that?
Oh, why? Yeah,
I don't know. It's an interesting story. He's actually from Long Island, which is crazy.
Yeah. Fuck it, it's Foley. We're going.
Yeah.
He likes to go to the Smith Haven Mall a lot, apparently, because I know so many people that are like, I bumped into Mick at the mall. He was always over there.
He does a lot of charity too, but
probably wouldn't mind if you hit him with a car, I guess.
Yeah, that's his charity.
The plan was to go to the mall, but if I got hit by a car, I guess I'll just roll with it.
Where he's like, you know that when they got the water and they dunk you, but instead of dunk, he's like, hit me in the face with a rock for $10. He's a nice guy like that. So as far as this, referring back to this, Rick is iconic because
yes.
Because like, I feel like
you're talking to the
years from now, they'll still talk about him. You know how like some of the older guys eventually here because other guys become older, and then enough people become you know what I mean? Like, think about this, right? I know as much as you guys want to admit it, but do y'all realize the shit we remember is probably considered the oldies right now, or it's gonna be the oldies? Imagine the oldies. To the windows, to the walls, to the sweat drip down my balls. That's gonna be on the oldie station. Real shit.
Yeah, no.
Eat the booty. What is that shit? Eat the booty like groceries or some shit. That's gonna be on the oldie station one day. And so if we put it in that perspective, it's like, yo, Ric Flair is still around and woo is I think forever. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna go with
I mean, he's so old. His daughter's in it now.
Rick is my least favorite because I'm a huge fan of everybody there, but Stone Cold and Rock are my absolute favorite wrestlers. Period. But Taker's up there. But those two, when they came, there was nothing cooler than being Stone Cold or The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Everyone.
The Rock, he had a real great transition from Rocky Maivia and the Nation of Domination.
The best transition
to the uprising and becoming, The Rock,
the number one paid movie star.
The man with the most electrifying move in sports entertainment history. I'm just talking about in wrestling alone. I'll leave that out of stuff because if you go by out of thing, he's hands down he's the best. Hands down he's the best of all time. Come out of wrestling.
That Stone Cold transition where he was a good guy, that was rough.
Oh, you didn't like it?
You guys remember that? No, he was like Vince McMahon's buddy.
I can't remember exact details. I just remember liking them regardless. When they were good, bad, they kept switching back and forth, and I just always liked them.
They had some good matches, those two. If it wasn't for them, there wouldn't have been no Attitude Era. You know what I mean?
So what are your guys' picks officially?
All right.
I'm gonna say this though. My Undertaker was always my favorite. Like there was nobody like him when he first came. But I gotta take him out because he punked out and sold his soul and lost to Brock Lesnar and killed his streak. So I'm taking him out.
So he's not
allowed in the conversation.
They screwed him.
Taking him out.
They screwed him.
Planned? I'm curious.
They screwed him. Yeah, they screwed him like they did Bret Hart.
That's what I was gonna ask because I remember the Bret Hart situation and yeah.
Fuck Vince McMahon.
Let's put him on the cover of UFC 4.
Yeah, Vince and Dana.
I respect him for what he's done in the industry, but he screwed over a lot of wrestlers, and it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
kind of fucked
he
up.
seems to have burned tons of bridges.
I'm gonna piss my pants in a second.
Okay, all right. So tell us. Let's go use the bathroom, and he can come back, and we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Undertaker as well. I mean, if you're gonna go from that list, for me, most iconic, my favorite wrestler. I mean, his transition to the type of wrestler he became, the most coming from being undefeated at WrestleMania up until a few years ago.
Yeah.
He was 21-0, something along those lines.
Dope, man. He was dope.
So you're officially Undertaker.
I'm officially going with the Undertaker. I love The Rock, love Stone Cold, Ric Flair, of course, iconic. Four Horsemen, give him his due.
Yeah.
But iconic wise, for me personally, the Undertaker was the man. I mean, that music, that intro, that walk, coming out with the urn, rising from the dead, being buried alive, Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
I gotta go with the Undertaker.
But not, before Rock and Stone Cold hit the scene, Taker was probably my favorite all those years. I think he was everybody's favorite. Like people might have started to like Rock and started to like Stone Cold. But the Taker, like y'all still like Taker. But even before that, I think everybody liked Taker. Like, how can you not like Taker? I didn't like his. Remember when he did the Last Ride stuff and he used to come out on the bike?
Yeah, that's what I just said. I don't like that.
That was kind of whack.
They ruined him. They ruined him for that.
Yeah,
They absolutely ruined him.
He came
I'm
back.
talking about old school, early '90s Undertaker.
Yeah.
With that hat coming out in the dark with the fog and Paul Bearer at his side.
Yeah.
Do it one more time. You look and sound just like him. Do it one more time.
That was because the light. Undertaker.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah,
That was my guy, man. I gotta go with Undertaker.
Because he was just so annoying. I don't know. I just found him so fucking
Well,
annoying.
he was an ass, but you know, he made the Undertaker. He made you want to hate him, but you know, you just couldn't hate.
You had to have Paul Bearer with the Taker, definitely.
I remember being like, "Yo, what's in the urn? What's in the urn?"
Yeah,
for years,
empty. Or something they could cheat with, some shit that was blowing somebody's eyes.
Parents' ashes.
Yeah. So, what's your official pick, Bill? We had. I'm going with Ric Flair because I think he's gonna be the most memorable wrestler ever was, simply because he was the first with the woo, and he had the hardest chest slap.
Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna go with Ric Flair too.
Ric Flair. We got two Ric
Because
Flair.
I actually know. I don't know wrestling at all, but I actually know like the shit he used to say, and I've
like that.
I feel like he obviously paved the way for a lot of people, but he was just nuts. He was nuts. Him and Macho Man.
Yeah. Macho Man will probably be the second up there, and then Hulk Hogan. Those three, like if no one knows wrestling, they know those three guys. You know what I mean?
Of course. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, you got to know those guys.
What was your official pick, Tom? Was it the Taker? Because I think we kind of got distracted. You started to tell your official.
Undertaker is my favorite, but I gotta go with Ric Flair.
We got 3 players. Another 3-1, Jonathan.
Woo!
Damn, Jonathan. You got to come better next week, bro.
We're talking, like I said, I can't. He developed too much. Undertaker developed too much. He created Hell in a Cell. He created just all the stuff that these matches are still on today. Like
his idea,
old school. I give it to him. Like I said, 4 Horsemen, go for it. You know, my man.
Jet flying.
I gotta go with Taker.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You were saying?
No, go.
Oh no, I was thinking Ric Flair because of all the stuff I said. You know, him being the most recognizable, most memorable.
I mean, Hulk Hogan then is like right there with him. I mean,
oh shit,
Hogan and Marcelo be right there. You know, but that whole phrase, the woo, you know, it'll go on forever. But if we're gonna think of things on a more intimate, knowing behind the scenes, Taker evolved. What was that?
Go back one more comment. Limousine riding, jet flying, woo, hilling and dealing, son of a gun.
I didn't realize that. It was nice to hear it. You know, it's been a while. But Taker evolved the game behind the scenes. He did a lot of shit that he don't necessarily get credit for or gets remembered for. And yeah, man, he gave Vince a lot of gems. You know what I mean? And he threw people like Mick Foley off. He just decided to be sacrificed
and threw the cage.
Yeah.
16-time world heavyweight champion. There you go. And he had the craziest matches. One of the craziest matches with Shawn Michaels, his last match. I consider that his retirement. I know he's still around, but that match was crazy. That was like 2008.
Yeah.
Sick. At his age, still doing crazy and making everybody look good. That's one thing they always said. When he went in there with a wrestler, he would make the shittiest person look great. Whereas Hulk Hogan would make everybody look like shit because he was just there to body slam you, go off the ropes, drop the leg, pin you, wave the flag, rip the shirt. You know what I mean? Like,
that's cool. That era of wrestling was like that. They had to have the good guy always win. They couldn't really like risk changing the formula and shit.
Yeah, but Ric Flair was he was the best bad guy, man.
Yeah,
he was the best bad guy.
All right, so I think we had a good discussion today. It's 10:25. We have to sign out. Bill held his key for us, so everyone. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm much lighter now.
We got a curveball. Well, Noel, before I drop this comment, I just want to let you know we had a pick from the 4. It was down to the 4. But Andre the Giant, you know, he definitely takes. That was the wrong. I clicked the wrong.
Hogan only made Hogan.
He's right there.
Right.
Andre the Giant. Hogan only made Hogan. Andre the Giant deserves a mention. Rest in peace, Andre. He was like a beloved man. Everybody like loved that man. You know what I mean?
Everybody. Yeah, true. Absolutely.
Shout out to Andre. So with that said, today wraps up. We love to argue. Episode 1. Quick review. These were our topics. We have our picks. You guys can go back, watch the replay. Thank you, everyone that commented. Yes, shout out to Shawn Michaels, of course. Especially like this man broke his neck and was like, "Nah, man, I got a wrestling gig to do. We'll take care of my neck later." So that's cool.
That was my
right. I talked over. I don't think they heard. Do it one more time.
What? Oh, I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy.
Yeah.
I'm not your boy.
I don't watch wrestling. I miss old wrestling. When that shit came on, it was so weird because it was kind of annoying, but I loved it. I was like, yeah.
We should do intros too, because wrestling intros were amazing. There's some of the most iconic shows of all time.
Intros. Yeah, that's a future episode idea. I like that. We'll do something like that. And we'll play some of it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? We might have to reenact it ourselves because if I play it, I might get a copyright issue. But you do so well, so you just sing all the intro songs. Yeah, guys.
Yeah, I kind of just cursed out Vince McMahon, so he's definitely gonna sue. So
yeah, so fuck him, remember? So this is episode 2 next week. I think these gentlemen are gonna be back next week. They'll let me know off air if something changes, something might change, but I think they're returning. So you're gonna see these guys face again. Unless somebody doesn't like their faces, in which case I take suggestions. Let me know. I'll be like, listen, they like can't be on next week. So thank you so much for joining. This was We Love to Argue, Facebook.com/MMA Bug. Check it out also on YouTube channel MMA Bug TV. Does anybody else want to say anything? As in you guys, any plugs or anything you want to say before we go?
No, not really. I don't have too many to plug. I mean, I'll plug your, like I said, your CTV. They're on tomorrow. They're all
Mike. Podcast. One of them was here. He popped up, disappeared. Anybody else?
Shout out to them.
I want to say thank you to the sponsors. Manscaped. If you guys get the lawnmower 2.0 and use code word boobs, you'll get 10% off at checkout.
Nah, it's Anaconda. Code word. Mine is
code word Anaconda. You get 10% off at checkout.
I got a 10% Anaconda code word.
It works good on your trail line. I decorated my dick root.
So now y'all just got
that works great. Yeah, for sure. I trim my nose with it. It gets all the hard to reach places.
Just
I did it before.
Some big jokes for the road. All right, everyone. This was, I forgot the name of the show, guys. We Love to Argue, episode. Tune in next week. We lost somebody already.
Damn.
He dropped out. His battery died. I bet his battery died. Because that was too abrupt, too sudden. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. We out here. Thank you, everyone in the comments.
All right. Thanks for having me, man. Peace.